Today I want to continue on with our series on hiring and human resources, and I want to give you one real simple tip on conducting interviews. And again, the problem in most organizations, and again, I'll admit it, absolutely this was true for me years ago before I got educated and experienced hiring people, is that the mistake we make when we're interviewing is we're immediately trying to make a connection with that person that we're interviewing, that we're considering hiring. So the questions that we formulate, the way we ask them, and the responses we try and elicit are all done in a way to sort of include the person, to justify hiring that person, to make it make sense because they answered the questions in the right way. And the truth is, when we do that, we're doing ourselves and our company a disservice, and we're also doing the person we're interviewing a disservice, because chances are the relationship, the work relationship, isn't going to work out, because we've kind of created this false environment, this false feeling, this false sense that the person fits, when in all honesty, as you know, you'll come to find after a few days or weeks or months, that the person never did fit, that the hiring process, the interviewing process was flawed. So what I always suggest, a rule to follow when you're planning your interview is do it in such a way where you're structuring your questions and structuring the interview in a way where you are trying to exclude that person from your organization. So you are looking for reasons why that person will not fit with your organization, with your culture. And again, most of the questions you should be asking, certainly the front half of an interview, are behavior-based questions, character-based questions. Most people can get by on the ability, technical skill kind of questions, but what good does that do you? I mean, you can gauge a person's skill largely by looking at their resume or putting them through a quick on-the-job evaluation, on the computer, on the piece of equipment, whatever position they're applying for. But the truth is that we make the mistake of hiring on skill, apparent skill, and we fire almost all the time because of poor behavior or low character. Isn't that true? I mean, think of the last number of people that left your organization one way or another. Was it skill-based or was it behavior, character-based? And I think, again, most of us would say, no, it's generally always character, behavior-based issues that cause a person to either leave or be terminated. So if we can at least do ourselves the favor, put the effort and the time into structuring our first couple interviews with that person where it's really behavior, character-based, the questions that's what it focuses on, really trying to get to the nuts and bolts of that person, what is the core of that person like, that's going to save you bad hire after bad hire, because a person can only hide those things for so long. And really, if you ask the right questions in the right way enough times, the truth is going to come out and you'll get a really good sense what that person's like. So again, if they don't pass the behavioral questions, don't bother going on to the skill and technical based questions, because it really doesn't matter. You've already excluded that person. They don't fit your culture. They don't fit your expectations. They're not a match. Again, do each other a favor and move on. So that's my one simple tip for interviewing today. Interview to exclude. Do your best to do that. It'll serve you well. So try that on your next interview. Let me know how it goes. Be very pleased to hear the results. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll look forward to talking with you next time.